Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. Today, we're a little bit short on gold. I've spent most of it leveling up characters in the guild, which I think is going to be worthwhile. Still got some blacksmith upgrades that characters could use, but I've been able to upgrade quite a few characters to the maximum skill level that they could get to right now. Oh, and Port is restless. Now, as far as our choices for dungeon to explore, I think I'm going to be avoiding the Weald, as we've gotten all we need out of deeds at the moment. And so, looking at the runes, already got Commander's Orders and Lucky Talismans actually equipped right now, which points us over here, where there's also another Lucky Talisman, and finally, a Dark Crown. Probably not a trinket I'm going to use, but it's one I don't have, and so I kind of hear a calling from the completionist inside me asking for me to go get it. It is a short mission, but maybe that's for the best, as we don't have a whole lot in the way of gold for this run. I'm thinking something like Poyer out front with Port, Bercy, and Vare to back him up should be a-okay. All these guys have got trinkets equipped, as you can see here. I've gotten at least the 4 primary skills they're using all up to level 4. Some of the other stuff not so much, but I'm kind of ignoring those for each of the characters and just leaving them with the 4 skills that they're using. So I think this should be fine. I'll go ahead and pop over to the provisioning screen. We get our handy dandy dog biscuit for free. And since this is just a short mission and we do have a dedicated healer, we'll go with like 1 stack of food, 2 of those, and then like a full stack of torches. Maybe like 1 of all this other stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Bercy is capable of healing away anything that ails us, so I think we should be all right. Yeah, and we'll give it a go. What's the worst that could happen? It's just a short mission. Just an easy stroll through the warrens. We'll meet and greet some pig people. Say hello, swap a recipe or two. You know, the usual meet the neighbors type stuff. Maybe they'll try to slam a hatchet into our foreheads. I don't know. I don't meet new neighbors that often, really. All right. And Warrens, of course, is full of disease and blight.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
And we get the most straightforward of dungeons of all time. We're just going to be heading in a straight line here.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
An early rubble is just a little bit concerning, I'll be honest there. You know what, let's go with a stun right off the bat, and then see if maybe we could do the same right here. Yeah. I actually like that quite a lot. Let him Hound's Harry bleed both of them. 22. And then he could mark that guy so that the Houndmaster does more damage to him. And then on the next turn, maybe focus fire down the Swine Marcher. Only 20 hit points left. I think we can pull that off. 6. Didn't inflict bleeds. He's taking 4 damage. We need to do at least 10. Oh, there we go. Alright. And we will eat a rend. Oh, man. That was not a tiny hit at all. Oh, and a critical from the bleed is quite terrible. Okay, and we'll start off with a 0 healing. That's what I always like to see. Yeah. Totally. It's getting like a 90% damage buff. Still doing very poor damage overall. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can put you back to sleep. Thank you. Get rid of that bleed at the very least. And then we'll try for another heal. Maybe get a little bit more than 0. Thank you. Alright, and he's all patched up. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna remark him. Oh, it does get to act though. That is unfortunate. Had we gotten to go first, I feel like we would have easily taken this guy out without him being able to take another turn.
Perhaps the turning point.
Yeah. All in all, things are fine. I like the amount of heirlooms we just got there, and we'll keep pressing onward down the only way we can go, forward. Alright, empty room, no big deal. Another looty pack. Oh, is this another? Okay, it's a dinner cart. For just a moment, I thought it was another wall. We did actually pick up a medicinal herb down here.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We now have so much food. I wonder if in the future I can consider not bringing as much, like bring just enough food that we would survive one hunger prompt. And then let medicinal herbs sort out the rest of it. At the very least, perhaps I could just go with one full stack, kind of regardless of the dungeon size. That might be an option as well. 45. You should be easy enough to stun. Indeed. Yeah, a little rendy. Okay. And a good dodge for the vomit. Awesome. Alright. That's not what I needed to see. Okay. Well, fine then.
A singular strike.
Did get bleed on everybody. Didn't really do enough damage to the rest of this party while he was incapacitated to feel good about that. So he's going to take 6 damage. I think I'm going to ignore him and focus down somebody else. Took 8. I will let our Cultists deal with this, though. Okay. And then our Plague Doctor can shift focus to the Swine Reaver. Not the greatest damage. But he's doing okay. I wonder how effective, like, a straight protection build might be on, like, a man-at-arms, if we could just equip a whole bunch of protection trinkets.
The greater the glory.
One more stressful incantation. It does crit. 27 stress is nothing to sneeze at. He's gonna die. He can soak up a bit more damage. Or we need to do 8.
The sharpened blade.
I think we can do 8 damage to a Swine Reaver. Does 5 and a little bit more bleed. We need 1 more damage on him. That doesn't do 1 damage. Unfortunate. It did debuff him though. Not that it'll ever matter. Ugh. And stunned. Okay. I'll tell you what. That was awesome. Heck of a time to critically heal there. We'll just throw out a bolster just in case we run into another fight very quickly.
A faint hope blossoms.
Unlock strongbox. Does not need a key. The contents are mine. Okay. Lovely. And then we'll eat all this food that we've gotten lately. And this should be enough to top everybody back off. Except for Poye. Yeah. So he does have 10%. And is that coming from... I have no idea. I actually don't know where his 10% protection comes from. Is it just leveling him up? Gained him that? I thought these just added dodge and HP. Quirk. Oh, he has a quirk. That's actually a very good quirk for him. Hard-skinned. Okay. That might be a candidate for actually positively locking in something for the, like, 2nd time ever. Basically, after we figured out how it worked, I never touched it again. Overgrown Corpse Eater. Okay, 18. Let's go ahead and sideline you for the first turn. Just 6. Okay. Well, Mr. Swine spawn. I don't... Oh, man, really? Okay. Ugh. Apparently he did not like to bleed. Ugh. Things with 3 mouths are sort of nitpicky like that sometimes.
A devastating blow.
Crit for 1. Oh yeah. Need to do 4 more damage to him. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take that guy out.
Enemy crumbles.
Probably a little mismanaged on the number of attacks I threw his way, as having the Houndmaster finally deal the death blow was probably enough by itself. Crit for 1. I wonder, does that have any, no, it's still the same. I wish the debuff could be better if you crit. Like, last longer, similar to the way that damage over time did, you know. That seems like it would make sense, be relatively fair to all parties. I don't know. 18, taking 2, throw an incision at you. Oh, big incision. Not quite enough to kill. And he can do nothing from this rank against a character of that rank. 1 damage. Not quite enough. Leaves him with 1 HP. Ugh. Resist whatever the weakened prey would have done for him.
Give them no quarter.
And then we just buff up a little bit, because this guy's gonna bleed out on his own. Throw a heal here. And then a guard. Do you keep your plus dodge for 3 turns? I think you do. Why not? Let the vulnerability hex get the kill. Okay.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Got a fancy dodge stone. And a little bit more gold. Can't use the gold. Oh no. Everybody's super healthy. Yeah, not much use for food at the moment. Probably a good time for us to use up our dog biscuit before we start running out of space. We do know that we're going to have a fight right here, though. Yep. Okay. Toss that in the back. Double blight. I'm liking it. I'm less fond of the drums of doom. Or Hook Where It Hurts, for that matter. So, go ahead and eat our dog treat. And then do some massive damage to their party. Awesome. Praise the steadfast hound indeed. Let's keep you out of this for a little bit. Yeah. This should miss both of them. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Abyssal Artillery should have ensured that these 2 guys were just out of the fight. 10. That's awesome. That'll make him die before he acts again. Gonna see a lot of damage over time kills right here. Awesome. Okay. And then we'll Vulnerability Hex to get the extra damage. Combine that with the Houndmaster, who's already been buffed with the dog treat. And he should be doing 12 damage? Really? 12? That's the most you could do? Ugh. I mean, I guess. He's got protection, so it's closer to maybe like 15 damage, but still. Okay, a little bit of bleed. We do have a bandage. Why not? And finish the job. Awesome.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty quiet march into the next room. These guys are doing pretty well together. Actually, that hunger may have been advantageous for us. Did help us clear out an extra inventory slot that food had otherwise been taking up. We started a new crest stack. Alright. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, I'd say, on bringing back gold and jewels. Oh, that was a trap I didn't need to walk into.
Ancient traps lie in wait, unsprung and thirsting for blood.
And of course we end up surprised
Quickly the
and
tide
critically
turns.
blanket fired right off the bat. Love it. Just love it. I'm lying. I hate you all. Okay. Thankfully, Poirier does have his fancy schmancy man-at-arms ability to move forward. He's going to be using that to its utmost here. Okay. You know, we could also stun, like, this guy. Yeah. Digging it. Focus then on just the Fusilier in the back. With, like, one more attack, he should go down. Need 4 damage on him. Easy. Awesome. And then his stun clears. Let's try one more here. And we do it. Awesome. Yeah, you didn't like that very much, did you? No, you didn't. He's taking 6 per turn. It's going to go down very quickly. With a... I think. Another incision. 6 more. He's taking 8. We need to do 4 damage to him. Awesome. And we still have to deal with Mr. Slicey and Dicey up front, but I don't foresee that being a problem. Oh my god. Crit heal for 32. I didn't even need that much, but still, it was very welcome. Alright. 11 down to 9. 6 plus 4. Okay. You can do 4 more damage to him, which should be real easy with something like that. And then we'll just toss out maybe a little bit of healing. A little bit of healing. And then even more healing, I guess. Good try for this, to keep our dodge buff for 3 rounds. We very rarely run into another fight right away, though.
Mount, so too will resistance.
Indeed. Victory, resistance, got it. 450 gold is worth more than an anti-venom. At least in my world. We'll let the Houndmaster read through some of the books. Okay. That's probably not going to come up in this battle, as being below 50% health has thankfully not been something we've had to worry about too much. Oh, we did get another fight here. So, awesome. And it just didn't even matter. This guy has 42 dodge, and they're just like, we don't care. 42 dodge doesn't mean anything. That's ridiculous. Okay. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. This is actually maybe a fight I would have rather had a dog biscuit for, or a dog treat, I suppose. Should mean the Cultist Brawler is basically out of it before he's able to even get off a single fight, or a single blow. Yeah, and then he's gonna die before he can do a second. It's not too bad. Ugh. That ball and chain, though, man. Did resist the stun that it can do, which is very nice. Ugh. Bercy, you're gonna need a warm shower when you get home. Can't really blame you there. Oh, man. Oh, come on. All we do is either, like, 30 heal or 0 and inflict bleed. You have no middle of the road, none whatsoever. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, fine. See if we can take him out of this for the rest of this fight, actually. Yeah. dealing 4. Stand to do a little bit more damage to him, probably with our Plague Doctor's Incision. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. I love it. And then... wow, that Swine Reaver went much sooner in this second round than I thought he was going to. Okay, get him stunned again. And then something like that. Okay, a little bit more bleed. 4. It's better than 0 and inflicting bleed, although never mind. See if maybe Bercy would be able to act again. He's gonna die. And she could cure her own bleed. Yeah, she will. Okay. Well, that's something. Alright. Not the worst thing in the world.
Promises success.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. You know what?
As the
I'm
light
gonna pop
gains
another torch.
purpose, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
I like emeralds. I actually like portraits and busts as well. Let's get rid of the last of our torches and our key for all that. That's going to be the plan anyway. I'm also going to consume enough of the food that basically it's no longer worthwhile keeping it around. Hopefully we don't run into another hunger proc in like literally this hallway. Yeah, you know, like that. Okay.
No force of will can overcome a failing body.
That's the game laughing at me. Definitely. Ooh, Vera became bloodthirsty from it. Interesting. Oh my god. Can't believe you some days, game. You're just like, oh, you've had so much food the entire time and are finally going to be throwing it out? Well, here. Okay. We actually need to do all but one room. I guess I could have checked the math on that one before I spoke too soon. Okay. Map inside. Moving on. Tells us that this is empty. That's a hallway battle. Okay. Well, fine then. We'll go ahead and complete the quest here. I'm going to continue adventuring though, and we're going to move up to this crate, which contains some stashed heirlooms. Lovely. And that's all we need from there. We'll quest complete. Alright. Besides that final hunger check.
Navigable.
Sorry about that, Wayne. Besides that final hunger check, I think things went pretty well overall. We got about 9,000 gold and a pretty decent haul on heirlooms, if I do say so myself. Quite a few crests. Yeah. So 32, 10 portraits, 12 busts. I can live with that. Got a couple of level ups as well. Bad Gambler, gained quick reflexes, lost Unholy Hater, gained the runs, unerring, replaced Eagle Eye, quick reflexes, and compulsive. Okay. We'll go ahead and pop back over to the estate.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me.
Alright.
And the letter was on its way.
Yes, letter on its way. Check. Okay, Bercy and Ver both leveled up. Bradwardine returned from Unknown Pleasure Houses. And then we had some quirk removal going on. We had some diseases getting removed. Then we had Quincey over here donating 1,000 gold after becoming overcome with emotion and donating generously. This is why I don't let people go to the Abbey. Sometimes they get a little bit too generous with my money, and things like that happen. Alright, we're going to have a little bit of de-stressing to do. That'll be a-okay. Bercy is a known cheat, and will not pray. That's fine. What are you up to? 70? I'd say something like the brothel would be warranted for that amount of stress. He is a bad gambler, so we probably don't want to let him gamble. So, Poye, you can just grab a drink or two. And then that should be fine. So we definitely come out of that. ahead, I might be able to like remove a disease. I think we actually gained a disease, like the runs. I'd still be a few thousand gold more than I had. Yeah, I'm gonna want to go through these guys and get them a little bit cleaned up on negative quirks and diseases before next time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe to see more videos daily. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.